Honestly, dude, without this, you're fucked. So if you find that you're spending too much time convincing people to buy, if you feel that people are going cold on you, if they're not executing on the payment when it's time to pay, then this is likely the reason why. Now, first, if you think about, like a guy and a girl that haven't met before, the guy goes up to the girl, he's like, hey, want to go on a date? No banter, nothing, just says you want to go on a date. She'd probably most likely just be like, who the fuck are you, right? And then Justin Bieber comes up, he's like, hey, would you like to go on a date with me? She's like, yes, of course, oh my god, yes, probably faint or do whatever the fuck. What I'm getting at here is that it doesn't matter what you say to these people, it doesn't matter what you say, as much as who is saying it. So you need to look like someone that people would give money to in exchange for information, alright? That's why text closing is so easy, is because the positioning is on point. It's all about positioning. It's the name of the game, really. If your positioning is on point, if you look like someone that knows what the fuck they're talking about, and you have that authority established as yourself, then it's going to be very easy for you to sell. Because at that point, it's not a question of whether or not you can help them. They know that you can help them. It becomes a question of where do you fit in? Like, what can we do for you that's going to work best? So how do you position yourself as someone that people would want to buy from, that people respect the opinion of, that people value you as an authority in what you're speaking about or the content that you're putting out? This is going to be kind of difficult for you to do if you're kind of just starting out, but everything's going to be okay if you just continue watching this video, because okay, so if you have a product right now and you're trying to sell more of it and you are struggling because people are going cold on you, you're reaching out to people and they're just not responding, or maybe you get someone interested and then they just go cold, or whatever's happening, it's all about the numbers, right? Getting more numbers. So reaching out to more people, having more people to talk to, because that way you're just not stressed and like thinking about one person, whether that one person's going to respond or not. And so what I'm getting at here is that it's hard to increase those numbers when you don't have the numbers, in your following. Because I've said this in past videos, you have cold, warm, and hot leads. And the cold leads are people that you're probably just reaching out to that have no idea who you are. The warm leads are the ones that are following you, and the hot leads are probably also the ones that are following you, but they are just raving fans. They're engaging with the content. They really fuck with the message and what you're doing. So the way that I have been able to position myself in being an authority is actually by not positioning myself to be an authority. I hijack other people's authority. So essentially what I'm doing, what I'd recommend you do, I understand that you might, you have your ego attached to your own business if you're trying to sell your own product. Totally makes sense. I had my own product at once. I talked about this yesterday. I wanted to sell that, and I just tried so hard, for so long to sell my product when I didn't have that authority and have that credibility, and it was very hard for me to do it. So basically, essentially I'm hijacking influencer credibility. They put me into their accounts, and then the sale is easy for me. This is why I'm able to sell all day, every day, and why I'm always having people come through is because I am speaking to people on the behalf of these influencers. So I am adopting their credibility, their authority, their positioning, right? So again, does not matter what you say. You can have the best sales pitch ever. You can say, you could have a flawless sales pitch, but if you are not someone who looks like someone that people would give money to and value their advice as an authority, then you're not going to make the sale, and you're going to spend way too much time talking to people, and it's never really going to work out in the end. So keep this in mind, guys. It does not matter what you say more than who is saying it. So if you establish yourself as the who, or if you adopt someone else's who, that is the way to go. And also, before I cut this video off, my buddy Eric wants to add something very valuable.
Alright, motherfuckers, alright. So, he talked about if you have your own brand, you have your ego attached to it. I have my own brand. I just took on an influencer client myself, and here's the thing. By doing it for somebody else, especially doing the same niche as you, niche, whatever that word is, it's the same one as you. Here's the crazy thing. Before I had my client, I was so uptight about my marketing, my branding, and my posts, and the way I would close people. I was so dependent on it. I was too attached. Now I have somebody else to do it for. I have another source of income. I'm not as dependent on that. So now I'm giving it less fucks. I'm having more fun with it. I'm just being more playful. And here's the crazy thing. I've been closing a lot more sales, getting a lot more leads, and producing overall just shit ton better content because I'm not attached anymore. So if you do have your own brand, I encourage you to help someone else DM close because 1, you'll get better at the skill. 2, you're gonna learn more about your market if they're in the same niche and get better at it. And 3, you'll give less fucks and be less serious, which people enjoy, especially on Instagram. They're on there for entertainment. So you need to play that game a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna, dude, it's powerful. It's
Yeah, straight. And also with Eric, so he's actually closing for a client, so that's also just something to think about. It's something that is supplying him with the income that he could use to then grow his brand in the future. So if you're someone who has your own brand, your own product, and you're struggling trying to make it work, maybe you do want to close for an influencer and do it that way and still make a ton of money, and then that will basically give you the freedom and money to grow your brand as you wish.
Yep. If you're gonna have another hustle, have it run parallel to what you're doing to improve both things. That's it.
Yep. Bars.
Boom.
Alright guys, my name's Cameron Lowe. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you guys again tomorrow. You fucking rock. Peace out.